Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you about spacecraft. So this is the first spacecraft which landed on the moon. When it was coming, it slowly came down. But where did it land? It landed on a perfect place which is not bumpy or which is not too rocky. It has to land perfectly on the moon. But this is how it looks like when you see. When you see how it looks like a rocket, but some people call it about eagle. Why did they call it about eagle? Because it looks like an eagle, but it's not an eagle. It doesn't have wings. It just has thrust on the down part. And how many boosters it has? It has 5 boosters. Here, if they launch it to space, the 5 boosters will launch to space. When they launch, thrust comes down from these 5 holes. When you see the 5 holes, they contain gas and fire. When the fire comes, it will blast like a huge disaster, or it can knock down a building, but it's not that bigger. It's not like big than some things which are big, but they are big, but they have more fire. When the fire launches, it will just slightly come down, like it will blast and then it'll come down. But if they didn't land in the perfect place, and then the rocket will just tilt and fall on the ground. If it doesn't fall, it's good to go so it doesn't make like a large boom on the moon. When the first rocket landed, and who landed on the moon? Who's the first guy who landed on the moon? Neil Armstrong. He landed on the moon. But when did the rocket land on the moon? July 20, 1969. And when it landed, it took a right place. But where does the moon orbit around? It orbits around our Earth. When it orbits around our Earth, it takes a few hours for rotating from the moon. And when the Earth goes around when the Earth goes around the sun and the moon goes around the Earth, it's like a circle. But the moon travels about so much miles, which goes like a loop. Now I'm going to talk about the second rocket, the space shuttle. And what's inside the space external tank? It's inside oxygen and hydrogen. And they use this fuel for making the rocket go to space. When they use all this fuel, the external tank falls down in the atmosphere and burn up. So the external tank looks like this. On the top part, it's red. On the down part, it's not red. And it's big for being big. It has so much fuel, which makes the rocket blast to space more quickly. If you say these 3 need this external tank, if this was not there, then this would not blast and that would not work. So now the part from the space. When these both are gonna fall, they fire up both sides and they burn in the atmosphere. So they'll fall in the water. And when the parachute comes, it will land in the water safely. And then when it goes in the water, the external tank in this rocket is alone. But after some time, when the fuel is done, the external tank is going to burn in the atmosphere. And then when it falls, it's the same path as the rocket ship. And then it's going to orbit around the Earth. And when 6 months is over, it's going to come down. And from these caps, they will close and they'll land. But if these caps didn't close, it will burn up and get hot. So that's not going to be really good. But when you close it, it's going to land perfectly at their spot. When it lands, these are landing in the water, and then after the rocket ship is done, they will crawl up in the FRB, and then they will go in that. They're gonna crawl up and take off the pieces and then fix it again. It takes 6 years for making it. And then for the next mission, they will build it, and then they'll put the satellite in the FRB, or they'll put it when the launching is happening. And then there's the cap on the external tank. When they put the cap on the external tank, it will go, and then it'll lock the spot, and they'll put the hydrogen here and the oxygen cap, and the hydrogen cap. And when they put it on, it's gonna put the oxygen and hydrogen is gonna get full up, and then it'll leave when the launching is there. It'll blast. In this part, when the rocket ship blast is, it's gonna make thrust. And bye guys, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.